Box for this game.
Thanks very much, Richie.
It's a beautiful sunny day here today. The temperature is just perfect and we should be in for a great game. The outcome is that West Indies have won the toss and are going to have a bat. It'll be interesting to see if they've made the right decision as the match develops. Here come the teams out on the field. So let's take a look at the teams. Here's the team for West Indies: Hines, Gay, Lara, Chandapur, Sawan, Bravo, Brown, Bradshaw, Dillon, Collins and Collymore. And here's the lineup for Zimbabwe: Abraham, Marilia, Vermuellen, Mazakadza, Taylor, Chigumbra, Taibu, Streak, Murphy, Hondo and Mofu. Hines is going to take the first ball. Streak, the ball to Hines. Mazakadza is chasing that one. Mazakadza is not going to reach that. Streak is not impressed.
The batsman wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He was on it in a flash.
We can have a look at that again. Hines facing. There it goes. Vermuellen is after it. Great shot by Hines. He watched that onto the bat perfectly.
The bowler can't have too many complaints about seeing that ball disappear to the boundary.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Streak to Hines. Mazakadza is after that one. Play it away with comfort. It's over the rope. 6 runs off Streak.
He really is very good straight down the ground.
Let's see the action replay of that. Hines waiting at the striker's end. Hines facing.
Up by that one. He played completely down the wrong line and it made a mess of us.
Hines scored 14 runs from 0 balls. This was the end of the innings for Hines. Gale is now facing. Swept away. And 6. Mofu won't like that at all.
Well, he really hit that a long way. Exciting stuff.
can have a look at that again. Mofu to bowl to Gale. An easy touch.
He got into great position to take that catch.
Mofu gets his first wicket. Gale goes for only 6. This was how the wicket fell. Chandapol comes in at number 3. Chandapol waiting at the striker's end. And that's out. Fortnight streak.
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
Mofu gets his second wicket. This was how the innings ended for Chandapol. Sawan is the next man in. Mofu on a hat-trick. Fielder's not going to reach that one. Hit down the ground beautifully by Sawan.
Magnificent shot. The on drive is one of the hardest shots to play, and he is one of the great exponents of it.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Mofu to Sawan. Sawan waiting at the striker's end. Safely taken by Kalbu.
Well held. It might not have been the hardest chance, but it still had to be taken.
Street gets his first wicket. Sawan is making his way back to the pavilion.
But he didn't get many out there.
This was how the wicket fell. Streak to begin a new over. That's been given as a wide.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg side.
Streak at the start of his run-up. Streak gets his second wicket. Lara is out for a duck.
Out first ball. He'll remember that for a long while.
This was how the wicket fell. Next batsman in is right-handed Ground. Streak continues. push through the covers. An easy single there to ground. They have streak, the ball to Bravo. He's winded, but I think he'll be okay to continue. Ouch, that must have hurt. That's off the batsman's pads. Umpires signalling that as leg byes. Bravo, facing. Those are the first runs for Bravo. West Indies move on to 29. Streak to ground. Hit straight to a fielder.
Richie, what are the major differences between the game you played and the game that we see today?
One of the great differences between the modern day game and years gone past lies in equipment. Don Bradman used to use a bat weighing 2.2, perhaps 2.3 at its heaviest. Graham Gooch, 3 pounds. Clive Lloyd, 3.2 with 4 rubber grips on it. And then there's helmets. Everyone wears them these days, and sometimes a cricketer will come through all the age competitions, get into Sheffield Shield and play Test cricket, never having batted without a helmet. Mofu gets his 4th wicket. This was the end of the innings for Brown. Bradshaw is the new batsman for West Indies. Mofu, the ball to Bradshaw. There it goes. Murphy is after that one.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about that one. Misfields are infuriated.
Great shot by Bradshaw. Rocketed back past the bowler.
What can I say about that shot? He looks in top form today.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Mofu continues. Stopped by Chigumbra. Bradshaw waiting at the striker's end. Abraham is chasing that one. These runs will be signalled as leg byes. Umpires signalling that as leg bye. Mofu to Bravo. Mofu continues. Stroke through the covers. The sweeper picks up. There's just one there, 6 runs. Bravo waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. Hondo is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
Chigumbra gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. Dillon is the new batsman. Dillon facing. An easy single there to Dillon. Chigumbra to Bradshaw. It's straight at Murphy. Bradshaw facing. Chigumbra, the ball to Bradshaw. Struck in front. He's out.
A difficult decision for the umpire there.
Chigumbra gets his second wicket. Bradshaw makes his way back to the dressing room.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
This was how the innings ended for Bradshaw. The next man in is Collins. Collins waiting at the striker's end. Five overs are left in the innings. Dillon is now on strike. There it goes. Safely pouched by Murphy.
Well held. Must have stung his hands coming down from that one.
Hondo gets his first wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. The next bat, Hondo to Collingwood. Collymore facing. Hit straight to a fielder. Hondo, the ball to Collymore. I think he'll be okay. It'll sting a bit though. Hondo to Collymore. Collymore waiting at the striker's end. Stopped by Mofu. Four bowlers have now been used by Taibu.
That's a superb over. Now the pressure will be on the batsman to score some runs.
Chigumbra to begin a new over. Collins waiting at the striker's end. Chigumbra, the ball to Collins. Four wides to West Indies.
That's not a great delivery. The keeper was at full stretch and still couldn't get to it.
Chigumbra continues. Stopped in the covers. Collins facing. Stopped by Mofu. Chigumbra continues. Chigumbra has got him.
He got everything wrong there and played all around straight.
Dreadful batting performance by West Indies.
That's a pretty poor total by West Indies. The bowlers can be very pleased with themselves.
Chigumbra gets his third wicket.
Great bowler. He's held a perfect line and length. The batsman can't find an answer to it.
Zimbabwe
are about to start their innings. First run to the day for Zimbabwe. Bradshaw, the bowl to Marilia. Bradshaw is switching to round the wicket. It's straight at Chandapur. Zimbabwe require 42 to win. Bradshaw to Marilia. .42 runs required. Marilia waiting at the striker's end. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
The umpires are pretty strict on wide deliveries in one-day cricket, so you need to keep the ball pretty straight.
Bradshaw, the ball to Marilia. Stopped by Chandapur. So they need 41 to win from 56 balls. Marilia facing. Chandapur is chasing that one. That's forced away through the offside. Zimbabwe require 41 to win. Marilia facing. Hit straight to a fielder. 2 runs came from that over for Zimbabwe. The required run rate is around 4.5 and over.
The openers will be looking to take advantage of the fielding restrictions early on.
Dylan to Abraham. Dylan is coming around the wicket. It's straight at Bradshaw, so they need 41 to win from 53 balls. Abraham waiting at the striker's end. Gets his first wicket. Abraham makes his way back to the dressing room. Let's see the action replay of that. Vermeulen is the next man in. Dylan, the ball to Vermeulen. Turn down to fine leg. The sweeper picks up. Those are the first runs for Vermeulen. Marilia waiting at the striker's end. Zimbabwe require 40 to win. Dillon to Marilia. Runs required. Dillon to Marilia. Dillon has got him.
Too late now. He's been straight through the gap.
That's a duck for Marilia.
He certainly wasn't out in the middle for very long.
This was how the wicket fell. Vermeulen is now on strike. Stopped in the covers. Vermeulen facing. Hit straight to a fielder. So they need 40 to win from 46 balls. Bradshaw at the start of his run-up. It's straight at Chanderpaul. Bradshaw continues. Stopped by Chanderpaul. Vermeulen waiting at the striker's end. Bradshaw, the ball to Vermeulen. Should be some runs here. One run to Vermeulen. A very good over. Only one off it in the end. The required run rate is around. Dillon continues. Chanderpaul is chasing that one. He's found the gap with that one. Cut very early by Vermeulen.
Great shot. That seemed to rocket to the bat.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Dillon to Vermeulen. Out. He's been caught.
That was a loose shot. He'll be kicking himself about that one.
And that's out. Caught by Collymore.
The fielder did well there. He made it look easy, but it was a difficult catch to take.
That's the third wicket now for Dillon.
What a spell of bowling this is proving to be.
Zimbabwe, 3 down now for 8. This was the end of the innings for Vermeulen. Taylor comes in at number 4. Dillon continues. He's got it into the gap. That's the first runs of the day for Taylor. Mazakadze facing. That's found the gap in the field. That's gone a long way. Smashed that a long way.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
Let's see the action replay of that. Dillon, the ball to Mazakadze. Chandapol is after that one. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Dillon. Score moves on to 12.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
We can have a look at that again. Dillon continues. He's worked that into the gap. 17 runs came from that over for Zimbabwe. The required run rate is around 3.5 and over.
Zimbabwe have kept their run rate hovering at a good pace in this innings.
Partnership between these two is now worth 15. Change in the bowling for West Indies. Mazakadze waiting at the striker's end. Gale is switching to round the wicket. It's straight at Bravo. Gale, the ball to Mazakadze. So they need 21 to win from 34 balls. Mazakadze facing. It's straight to a fielder. Gale to Mazakadze. Stopped by Bravo. Zimbabwe require 21 to win. Mazakadze waiting at the striker's end. Sawan is after it, pushed into the gap. Sawan is not going to reach that. Mazakadze very quickly onto that one. Mazakadze facing. It's straight to a fielder. 5 overs are left in the innings. The required run rate is around 3 and over.
They've been riding above the run rate required so far. Good batting by Zimbabwe.
This partnership is now 18. We're about to see the first bowling change. Taylor is now on strike. Runs required. Collins to bowl to Taylor. Collins has got him.
Well bowled. Kept it straight. Waited for the batsman to make a mistake.
Collins gets his first wicket. Taylor is making his way back to the pavilion. This was how the innings ended for Taylor. The next batsman in is right-handed Chigumbra. Chigumbra facing.
Done him. He played completely down the wrong line. They've made a mess of the stumps.
Collins gets his second wicket. Chigumbra is out first ball.
Well, it wasn't the longest innings ever, and certainly not the highest score in the world.
This was how the wicket fell. Taibu is the next batsman in. Taibu to face the hat-trick ball. Collins to Taibu. Chandapal is after that one. Lay it away with comfort. That's racing away to the fence. He found the gap with precision.
The drive is a beautiful shot to watch when played well, and that was a perfect example.
Let's see the action replay of that. Collins, the ball to Taibu. Collins is coming around the wicket. Runs came from that over for Zimbabwe. The required run rate is around 3 and over. West Indies are about to make a change. Waiting at the striker's end. Collymore is switching to round the wicket. Played into the gap. Fielded by the man at long on. Kadza takes his score to 18. Collymore to Taibu. Collymore gets his first wicket. Waibu goes for only 4.
That's a long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Streak is the new batsman for Zimbabwe. Streak waiting at the striker's end. Gets his second wicket. That's a duck for Streak.
Now that the tail is exposed, they need to keep it tight in the field and not give away any bonus runs.
This was how the wicket fell. Murphy comes in at number 8. Collymore on a hat-trick. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg some.
Collymore to bowl to Murphy. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Collymore. That's the first boundary for Murphy.
What an effortless shot! Brilliant!
We can have a look at that again. Murphy facing. Collymore has got him.
What a cracking delivery! It went straight through.
That's the 3rd wicket now for Collymore. So then, that's the end of Murphy. This was how the innings ended for Murphy. Hondo comes in at number 9. Hondo waiting at the striker's end. Forced away through the offside. Just 1 run. 3 overs are left for Zimbabwe. The required run rate is around 1 and over. Collins to Hondo. West Indies have changed their field. That's found the gap in the field. Fielded on the boundary by Chandapur. An easy single there to Hondo. Collins continues. In the stands. 6 runs.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
That's it. That's the end of the match. So, to sum up then, Zimbabwe win by 4 runs. Thanks for joining us for today's play. We very much look forward to your company at the next match.